Let's start with this. Today in Hartford, we have a lineup featuring a major narcotics bust from a simple traffic stop, a suspended officer facing more charges, changes in our judicial transparency leadership, and a legacy from the Hartford Whalers remembered. Stay tuned. Dean Bark here. Welcome to the City Report with Dean Bark from Hartford, Connecticut. All right, let's dive in. First up, a traffic stop in Waterbury turns into a significant narcotics bust. During what seemed to be just another day at the office for the police, a routine stop led to the arrest of 3 individuals. Officers found both fentanyl and crack cocaine in the vehicle, and the result shows, once again, that significant narcotics cases can begin with simple encounters. The arrested were a woman and 2 men, now facing numerous charges. This kind of occurrence highlights Connecticut's ongoing battle with narcotics trafficking. Law enforcement finds these stops essential in stemming the narcotic tide, even if they start small. It's like keeping an eye out for the proverbial needle in a haystack. Despite the seemingly routine nature, these stops are vital checkpoints in the fight against drugs. Moving on. Next up is the story of Julio Gil Martinez, a former New London police officer who's been making headlines for all the wrong reasons. Already suspended due to a prior domestic incident back in November 2024, Gil Martinez was arrested again, this time for violating a protective order after responding to a call on Michael Road. The latest charges against him include disorderly conduct and unlawful restraint. He is currently held on a $100,000 bond awaiting arraignment. This situation draws a stark line under issues of trust within our law enforcement. It's a patch of apple cart that's definitely turned over. Law enforcement accountability is one of those non-negotiables when it comes to maintaining public trust. Shifting gears, let's talk about the reduced bond for a man accused of cyberstalking numerous Connecticut judges. This 64-year-old Glastonbury resident, facing no less than 18 counts, saw his bond reduced by Judge Peter Brown. It appears personal grievances fueled his alleged actions, notably stemming from what he claims was unjust treatment in divorce and custody battles. The complexities of the judicial process often bring psychological considerations into focus. In this instance, you could say boundaries were crossed in more ways than one. Balancing the lines of the law with personal grievances remains a challenge in its own right. This case will be one to watch as the trial approaches. And now for something completely different. Connecticut is on the search for a new Inspector General with the announcement of Robert Devlin stepping down. Appointed in April 2024, Devlin, a retired judge, has been pivotal in promoting transparency within our judiciary. He was the first to hold the position in the state. His work, including investigations into significant cases like that of Judge Alice Bruno, has set a standard of excellence. The establishment of this role has been a fairly new but crucial step forward. Clearly, transparency in government continues to be a key pillar as we navigate leadership changes within such vital positions. And lastly, let's pivot to a heartfelt goodbye. Larry Kish, former coach of the Hartford Whalers, has passed away at the age of 83. During the 1982-1983 season, he led the Whalers for 49 games and played a crucial role in nurturing future stars of the team through his work in the minor leagues. Tributes have been flowing in from the hockey community, celebrating his lasting influence in the sport. It's not just about how many games you coach, but the legacy you leave behind. And Larry Kish certainly left an indelible mark on his teams and the sport. His contributions will be remembered fondly. This is the City Report with Dean Bark from Hartford, encouraging you to stay informed and join us again tomorrow.